Hi, I'm Martha Plimpton, and I've been a working actor, fortunately, since I was 8 years old. I've been a member of Actors Equity since 1980, and I'm a proud supporter of the campaign for a fair wage on stage. The wages for actors and stage managers off Broadway are pathetic and unjust, and they are not um, uh, standard even for a minimum wage. They're way below the minimum wage, and they have stagnated for the last 20 to 30 years, not in any way even remotely increasing with the cost of living. You cannot live in New York City independently and work entirely off Broadway and support yourself. This is a fact. Uh, and one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video was to talk to our patrons, to our audience members, to our subscribers, to the people we do it for, the people who are actually kind of the most important part of this whole conversation and whom I feel have been somewhat left out. We do this crazy thing with our lives, knowing, by the way, that it's virtually impossible to get rich as an actor. I mean, it's a total crapshoot, and no one goes into this for the money. Trust me. That's not what we're asking for. We go into it because we love it, because we're devoted, because it's a vocation, because we're drawn to it, because we're driven, because we're crazy. And we share a common love of the theater with our audience members, our subscribers, our patrons, our major donors, those people who may be generous enough to give enough money for a new lobby or a new patrons lounge, those people who are so dedicated to the theater that they want to enjoy going. Well, believe me, we relate. Us actors really love making plays. We love performing on stage for you, and we know the special relationship that we have with you. You're our partners in this endeavor, and we couldn't obviously do it without you. It wouldn't be what it is without you. And so we need for you guys to get into the conversation with us. You know, talk to the people who run the theaters that you are patrons of, that you support. Discuss this with them. Talk with them about whether or not you feel the performers, who are very often working 2 or 3 jobs just to support the ability to perform for you, who are very often working well past retirement age because they've been working so long off Broadway they can't afford to retire, or they, maybe just don't want to. But, can you imagine a 65-year-old actor having to possibly, be on Medicaid because they've, or whatever, take a roommate? It happens. Believe it or not, it happens. Talk to those people who run the theaters where we are employed, because of course we are employees, and to discuss with them whether or not this is a sustainable business model. There are a lot of brilliant, wonderful actors that I know, good friends of mine, extraordinary people who devoted their lives to working off Broadway, who are now having to leave New York, either to pursue more remunerative work in Los Angeles on television, or in a theater town that has a more, sustainable standard of living. We're losing a lot by not compensating our artists even remotely close to what they deserve. We're not asking for the moon. We're just asking to be able to look at it from where we are. It's not a lot to ask to provide a living wage, particularly for those theaters that are so successful that, they can give you a really beautiful new bar that the actors can't afford to drink in. We love you guys. We're on your side, and we're asking you to join us and be on ours. Thank you so much, and thank you for supporting the Fair Wage on Stage.